Hey, everybody. Welcome to Born Again to Live, the podcast. It is a Blues Day Tuesday here in Gordonsville, West Virginia. And you got Amy and Eric, and we are right here in Big Blue Teen Center.
That's right. I'm feeling extra blue today. Maybe that's the wrong way to put that. No, it's a good blue.
Yeah, it is a good blue. I know our Blues Day Tuesdays are not sad. So not blue Christmas kind of blues. They're all about like what this teen center is doing in this community, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like the blue sky.
It is, exactly. Let's see here. Well, we have been going through the fruits of the Spirit all week, but we're going to pause for a moment. Well, actually, it's only Tuesday, right? So
yesterday.
Yeah. But last week, we're kind of on a long roll here with the fruits of the Spirit. We are.
Springtime has got us thinking about the bountiful harvest to come up.
That's it. Yes, we are making a veritable spiritual fruit salad. So
and at Big Blue, we sow lots of seeds, so we're looking for that harvest in the future. So Blues Day Tuesday ties with fruit because of that.
It really does. And since you're mentioning,
sound good, can't we?
I mean, yeah, we love a good theme. But no, since you're talking about planting things, Eric, the flower boxes here at Big Blue, they need some love. So let's make that happen. But we thought before we jumped into the fruits of the Spirit, we'd take a little bit of time to talk about what's going on here at Big Blue.
Current events with Big Blue. That's
it. Yes.
DJ's segment on the old radio show was What's New with Big Blue.
I love it.
Every week he would do What's New with Big Blue.
I love that.
I'm just getting those text messages on Sunday afternoon like, hey, what should I announce?
Well, you know what? I'm going to throw it back at DJ. What's new with DJ?
He's in Peru.
What's new in Peru? Okay, so DJ's in Peru. I know you didn't know last time we talked about it, but...
well, actually, he's getting back right now.
Okay.
By the time this airs, he'll be back.
All right, well, welcome back, DJ. We can't wait to hear all about it. And yeah, maybe we can have a Blues Day Tuesday and hear about this.
Yeah, I plan to have him over for Blues Day for the Peru trip. Just
awesome.
Hear all about it.
Absolutely.
And maybe you can bring my other buddy, Josh Pickett, with him, because I would love to have Josh on here.
That would be fantastic. All right, so Eric, to answer the $1 million question, what's new at Big Blue?
Lots of stuff. We have lots of food, lots of fun.
More importantly, we have a lot of upcoming events. Okay, I am the organizer in the group, so
he's got a list, and Eric's going, "Yeah, I know what's going."
Yeah, we got a lot going on. He's still thinking about roasting s'mores. Like we're moving on, Eric. I'm sorry, but we are moving on.
Kindle the fire.
Okay, so this Saturday, as a matter of fact, it is East Hardy's prom, and Big Blue, along with the South Branch lanes. There's a South Branch Potomac lanes.
South Branch Lane.
Shoot.
Anyways, bowling alley more. That's the only one, I promise.
Yeah. So they are co-sponsoring along with us.
Yes.
And PCB Bank is also helping with door prizes and whatnot. So we are having a after prom party from 9 to 12, and we did this 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. And my favorite part, Eric, is seeing all these beautiful young ladies come in these gowns, and then they go into the bowling alley bathroom.
Yeah.
They come out with a Walmart bag with this beautiful sequin dress shoved in it, and everyone's just bowling, eating pizza. It's a good time. It's a really great time.
And the reason we do it, it's a safe alternative to what they could be doing.
Yeah.
And they could be going to parties and all this stuff. So we want to give them a safe environment to almost come down off of the fun of prom with just an easy way out to the rest of their night, and then they can go home and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we give them door prizes and food, and that's what every kid needs.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of businesses that donate for the door prizes, and we were so grateful for that. But you're right. It gives them a little more time with their friends. And, I mean, prom night, it goes by so fast, right? 1 minute you're taking pictures with your friends, the next minute it's over. And you're like, I mean, it took you longer to get ready than the whole night, it feels like it. And so, yeah, I love that we just give them a few more hours of just time with their friends. And it's such a rite of passage. So anyway, we've got that going on this weekend. And then before you know it, it's going to be Friday, May 8th. And we are having a fundraising dinner at DJ's church, the Walnut Grove Church of the Brethren.
Yep.
And that's from 5 to 8 p.m. So anybody want to come out and have some of Eric's tasty barbecue?
Yeah, we're doing a whole pile of barbecue and good food, and it's a free will donation.
Yep.
All money goes to the mission trip that we're taking in July, where we're going to Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yes. Do you know yet, like, kind of what the assignment is down there?
Not yet. That comes out May 1st.
Okay, I can't wait to get that update on another Blues Day Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay, then on May 16th, we're going to be having a yard sale here at Big Blue, also to kind of help bolster a little bit extra money for the mission trip. And I think Eric might be selling some of his barbecue at that.
Yep, I'll do
Got any
barbecue
left?
again.
Yeah, there's a theme. And soon it will be May 30th, our favorite night.
I know there's something else the 16th. See, I don't even have an organization of chart.
Oh, gosh, yeah, sorry. The 16th, the evening of the 16th is the big day. It is the inaugural event of the Big Blue Moorfield. And so all of our kids here at Big Blue Wardensville, we're going to be going over to Moorfield, and it's being hosted at the Family Resource Center, right?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? That's the official name?
As far as I can remember.
Okay, the Family Resource Center in Moorfield. That's where they're going to be hosting their Big Blue. And it sounds like they've been like getting ping pong tables and all kinds of stuff to make this the spot for our kids.
Yeah, this is going to be it'll be a learning curve for them, but at the same time, we're going over to show them how it's done.
Yes, for sure. I'm excited. So yeah, that's the 16th. And then on the 30th, why is the 23rd in my head for some reason?
I have no idea.
Let me think here. Let me look at my calendar. No, I have anything written down. I guess because it's Memorial Day weekend, technically. I think on the 30th, we are doing our hike night. And that is a hilarious Big Blue tradition that always involves somebody having trouble getting on the hike.
Yeah.
Eric preaching at the top, Christine's awesome PB&J sandwiches.
That's the highlight of the night.
Yes, it is. I mean, I thought I loved Uncrustables until I met Christine's PB&Js, so.
It's just a perfect combo. I don't know how she does it. It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm. So a lot going on in April and May, and then, might as well tee it up now, but in June 13th, that is going to be this amazing worship and baptism night here at Big Blue. It's open to the whole community, and we've got some speakers, some worship lined up, hopefully, so we want to give you guys plenty of time to just come on down for that.
Yep, I want the whole community to come and fill everything around us.
Absolutely.
We're going to do it here at Big Blue. We want the hillside to be full of singers and speakers, and then just people everywhere.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I want you to post the, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and post the flyer for the fundraising dinner on our
page.
We have a Facebook page, Born Again to Live podcast. So post that, and eventually some of these other things that it'd just be awesome, Eric, if at any one of these events we had a whole posse of our Born Again to Live listening family.
It would be cool.
That'd be great.
Maybe we have to sign an autograph.
Maybe, yeah. We'll do photos and autographs after. Now, kidding. But no, there's still some people I know in your listening audience, like Brittany, that I have yet to meet. I guess she saw me at the volleyball event, but I didn't have a chance to meet her yet. So
I got yelled at for not telling her you were there.
Well, we have to make sure it's safe. Check it with my bodyguards before I make public appearances. So, but no, that was hilarious. I was just like, oh, I hate that I missed her, but I love that you got chided for that.
Oh, don't worry, I get for that.
Oh my gosh. So yes, here we are on Blues Day Tuesday. That's just a little bit of what's new at Big Blue.
Yep.
So let's dive in. Let's dive back into this fruit salad, Eric.
So the tie-in to what we just talked about and what we're going to talk about is what makes us want to do what we do here at Big Blue. It's the spirit of the fruit.
Yeah.
Or the fruit of the spirit. But either way, it's that's what makes us do all these events. It's not because we think we have to get to heaven. It's because we want to help out others find God and showing these qualities and that the Spirit puts out there. So that's why we do what we do.
Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking, I know we're getting ready to talk about it, but this is definitely that goodness and faithfulness. We are doing this out of this faithfulness to a loving God that just turns all things around. We are doing this because we love people. We are doing this because it brings us joy. You're right, Eric. Big Blue wouldn't exist if we didn't have fruits of the Spirit.
Yeah.
Good tie-in.
See, I'm good at that.
Nicely done.
All right, so the first one on the list is goodness for today.
For today, yep, we're talking about goodness.
And so we classified it as a pomegranate.
We did, yeah.
Which, honestly, I don't know if I've ever had pomegranate by itself.
I mean, to have pomegranate by itself, it's just a whole bunch of seeds.
I would imagine.
Like, it's kind of, I like it, but like, you're more kind of obsessed with the seeds going on than the flavor of the pomegranate. So I think the best quality of a pomegranate is the juice.
Yeah.
Much like with, well, the grapes. Now we got to go back. Are the grapes wine grapes or are they eating grapes?
We're just going to have to go with easy.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, like one of my favorite fruits is kind of cranberry, even though that isn't the type of fruit you're going to cut up or put in your lunch. But like cranberry really is good for its juice as well. But man, is it one of my favorites. So we picked the pomegranate for goodness. Why do we do that, Eric? Because of its definition?
I guess, yeah. The moral and spiritual excellence.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have a fruit that's a little higher class.
Yeah.
Like you're not just going to find it everywhere. You're going to get, I mean, that goodness is a rare quality, and pomegranate may be rare.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of hard to find. They're a little more expensive than your average fruit. They're very, they have a lot of symbolism from back in the day. There was like pomegranates carved into the temple of the Lord.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. But no, like you missed that last little bit, Eric, in your definition, that goodness is moral and spiritual excellence manifested in active kindness. And we just talked about what kindness was all about. And so, yes, the goodness comes out of, it's one thing to be kind, but the goodness is the fruit of that fruit, right? Like, people, and goodness is just that quality of something. It is good, right? Like you sense what is good and goodness. Otherwise, it's sort of a very hard to describe word.
Yeah,
goodness is good.
And that is really hard fruit to explain of the Spirit. Like it is what it is. It's hard to not see it, but if you don't see it, you're gonna know you don't see it.
Yeah, you know it when you see it. You feel it when you feel it, I guess. But
that's probably not a very good, accurate description since we're going through describing these, but it works.
Well, I think that's why, like, everything that is perfect and wonderful is rooted in God. To not know God is to really not know what goodness is. To not know God is to really not know what love is. To not know God is to not know what peace is. So it's all the definitions point back to Jesus, right? So,
all right, Amy. So with goodness, it's one of those fruits that you might not like the look of it on the outside, but the juice is so good that it's worth, when you see it, you'll know, or like you taste it, you'll know it.
Yeah, it's not easy to see on the outside. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like goodness is not that quality that's easy to tell from just looking at a person.
Yeah.
But yes, you will know it
once you've gotten to know where they're at, you're like, oh yeah, that's goodness.
Yeah, when the real flavor comes out, you're like, that's goodness. And again, pomegranate juice is amazing. And did you know, Eric, it makes fantastic gummy bears, by the way? Oh yeah,
it is a super fruit.
It is. Yeah, it makes a lot of good things actually, but it's the juice of that pomegranate. And that's a good tie-in, Eric. And it kind of reminds me of Psalm 34. Sort of also ties it all in. This is verse 8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. So that is goodness. It is the pomegranate in our spiritual fruit salad. So, all right.
Think we got time to throw in faithfulness?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do faithfulness.
Faithfulness should be an easy one, right?
Kind of. It's easy to define, but hard to do sometimes.
So we determined it was a raspberry.
Yes, we did.
Because?
Well, I was saying because with faithfulness, or raspberries just come up every year, faithful as ever. Whether you've planted them, pruned them, it doesn't matter. Like, they're just there.
Yeah. And I think I'll do the whole forestry thing. With raspberries, they have to go through some seasoning to get really good, to get where the seed is ready to grow.
Yes.
And with our faith, I think in our faithfulness, we have to do the same thing. Sometimes you got to be seasoned. Sometimes you have to be I think it's scarified.
Scarified. Okay.
The raspberry seed, to be technical, has to pass through the digestive system, have acid eat away at it. Then it lays in the soil until conditions are right for it to grow.
Wow.
Much the same with our faith. Like, sometimes we have to pass through a fire and be refined, and then the conditions are right for your faith to grow to the point where God can use you in a lot of different areas. But your faith has to grow, and that's the thing that I can compare this with the raspberry, because once you start having it, it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you seen a good raspberry vine? They grow, and the seeds just keep going and keep going and keep going. And yeah,
it takes over your yard if you let it.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
Which is, your faithfulness should take over your life. Like, you should be faithful to the point of, like, everybody knows, like, ask you a question, it's going to be, okay, God's the answer. We got that. Yeah. Next.
Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah. You should have a whole raspberry bush full of sort of these berries of testimony, right? Like, this is where, because yes, we all come to faith in God saying, I believe you are who you say you are. That is the first step. That is that little bit of faith. But to your point, that faithfulness grows when we pray those bold prayers and God answers them. When we show up at Big Blue every Saturday and kids come to Christ. When we do the long suffering, we do that faithfulness is just this lifelong learning lesson of God saying, see what I can do. Taste and see that the Lord is good. So,
and I think faithfulness, it can only come from the Spirit.
Yeah.
Because in real human nature, I don't believe we're trusting and we're not faithful at all.
Yeah.
And so when you get that Spirit, again, put into you, and it's living inside of you, it wants to talk to its host God, and it's like, all right, I'm faithful because of the Spirit that's in me, not because of who I am, but because of who He is.
Right. Well, and God's the only one that really shows a faithful quality. Like, we can look at the world and, people make promises and 10-year plans, and they build unsinkable ships that sink and buildings that fall down, and God's the only thing that is trustworthy and long-lasting. And again, you almost can't define faithfulness without knowing that the root of faithfulness is God.
Yeah.
So, that's a good one. I like that.
So you want to read a scripture about faithfulness? I had Lamentations.
Lamentations, going back a little bit. Yes, this is
Old Testament, written by Solomon.
Yes.
I think, isn't it?
I believe so. Or was it? I know he wrote it.
Was it Jeremiah?
Okay, now I do some research.
Either way, it was an Old Testament written by someone.
Very true. All right, in verse 22, it says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail.
The law of grace.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, grace. It always wins. That's why we can have faith.
I love that the definition, like the way they define faithfulness, is never fail.
Yeah.
Like, I've never actually put those two to, I mean, we're all about opposites in this season, right? First and last, and law and grace, and there's faithfulness, and there's never failing. Like, that's awesome. God doesn't fail us.
So, all right, we're getting into the section of fruit, I guess, that are a little less to talk about, or maybe they're not our favorite fruits, but these are important fruits.
Yes.
They tie the whole salad together.
They really do. Absolutely.
So, goodness and faithfulness, the pomegranate, the raspberry. You learn something if you just tune in that what the raspberry seed has to go through to grow. But either way, these are two that you'll really, the goodness, you'll know it when you see it.
Yes.
That's a given. Like, that's why we will know you by your fruit. It's not hard to see. The faithfulness, will know it by the way you act, I think. Like, you're going to be that person that when the whole world's crashing down, they're the person going, no, God's got this. God's got this. Like, chill out. Yeah, aliens are invading and all that stuff, but God's got this. Like, chill out. That's that. And I think of that as my faithfulness person. Like, that fruit of, it's okay. God's got it. Like, God's got this. I got faith that God's going to fix it. I got faith that God's going to heal it. God's going to do all this. And that's what faithfulness.
Yeah. It's showing up when you don't want to because you said you would. It's letting your yes be yes, Yeah, that's what faithfulness is all about. It's always trusting and loyal. We all want to be a rock for somebody in this world, and you can only be that person for somebody else if you're faithful.
Yeah.
Not if you just, go here, go there, and, like whichever way the wind blows, right? Like nope. That's why Jesus is our ultimate rock. It's not about the shifting sands. It's about that faithfulness.
All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Another day of fruit.
Another day. All right. See you guys.
Yeah.